Happy Friday, everybody. Finally get this thing going. I had some technical difficulties a little bit this morning. So, can everybody hear me? All right, yep, we're good there. All right, so I'm going to wait a minute and get everybody in here. If you jump on, make sure you say hello. Let me know you're out there. And the old interweb lands probably going to sound a little bit different because I'm not using this mic. I got my earbuds in. Oh, yeah. All right. How's everybody doing this week? Welcome to March. Like I said, I'm going to wait in just another minute here since we're kind of getting a late start. I don't know why the internet wasn't working on the computer this morning. All right, let's get started. Enough of this. It's March Madness, baby. Happy Friday. It is good to be here. It's a beautiful day. The sun's out. Still cold as balls, but whatever. It's March. March Madness. I love March. March Madness. NCAA tournament coming up here soon. We're going to be out and about. We got some regional coverage for you. Sweet 16, and we're going to be down at the Final Four in the championship game down in New Orleans at the beginning of April. So I'm excited because also March is birthday month. All you March birthdays out there, got a lot of them, myself included. So looking forward to this month. A lot going on. I want to kind of start off the show with a huge thank you. I want to thank everybody that made a donation to the HMG team for, the month of February. We helped raise money for this year's Gallant Few Patriot Challenge. So I want to just, again, thank you all that made a donation, took time and did it, because they raised a lot of money and it's going to help out a lot of veterans and veteran causes this year. So absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for doing that. It's always hard to ask that kind of stuff, and you guys came through. So thank you very much for that. Let me see here. What else do we have? Hey, I got to give a shout out to my buddy James Boggs over at Sanando Terra Customs. I'll post a picture of it later, but he made this beautiful desk for us here in the office. It is 2 giant pieces of maple wood, 15 pounds of HMG coffee, and about 9 gallons of epoxy. The desk is not light by any means. So thank you, Mr. Boggs. Love you, brother. Show you guys up some pictures of the desk later. Also, this weekend, if you're in and around Tennessee, go down to Woodbury. There's a place called Short Mountain Distillery. They're one of our sponsors, and they also work with our sister company, HMG Beverage. They have our gin and our straight bourbon whiskey. We sell the gin, not only there, but in other places. But if you want the straight bourbon whiskey, you can only get it at Short Mountain Distillery. And I encourage you all to go down there, go check it out, have lunch. They have some phenomenal food. Take the tour of the distillery. They got a great staff down there. Their head distiller, Brian, who's a Marine Corps veteran, and Billy down there, who's the owner. Just phenomenal people. And you'll have a great time. It's fun to go down, so make sure you go check that out. But the straight bourbon whiskey, we only ran 100 bottles, and there's about 70 bottles left. And once it's gone, it's gone. We're only doing 100 bottles as of right now. That's all we're doing right now. We could be doing some more in the future, but if we do, they're going to be very, very limited. They are numbered. So go check that out. Go pick yourself up some. And if you do, take a picture and send it to us. What else? To talk about what's going on in the world, all I will say is keep your mind clear and just keep your mind clear. Watch what you see on the news. I would be skeptical of what you actually hear. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to try to keep it positive because it's March. It's going to be a lucky month. Actually, who needs luck when you have charm, right? I love it. Hey, if you guys have seen more people jump on, thank you guys jumping on. Christina, good morning. Travis, good morning, brother. Be situationally aware. Absolutely. Tanya, good morning. Appreciate you guys jumping on. Travis, stay on for a second because I'm actually going to be talking about your show here in just a second. Chris, good morning, brother. I do try. Tina, good morning. So, yeah. So, listen. Again, those of you that just tuning in, I'm super stoked because it's March Madness. We're back out covering events. We're going to be at the several of the NCAA regionals games this year. We'll be at the Sweet 16 up in Philadelphia, and then we are going to have people down in New Orleans for the Final Four. So super stoked about that. Blessed, and thank you for the NCAA for allowing us to be a part of that. Alan, what's good, brother? How you doing? Alan's my neighbor. I love it. So yeah, everything that's going on in the world, again, just stay aware of what's going on, stay sharp. Gas prices are going through the roof. There's a lot of pandemonium. We could sit here and complain about it, but let's not. Let's try to change our mindset and let's focus on the positive things because eventually this will pass and things will get better. And we just got to believe that. You got to have faith in it, and pray about it. That's the biggest thing. Those of you that are believers, if you believe in God and whatnot, say a prayer. Especially those over in Ukraine and everything that's going on right now. Let's stop being negative. So, all right. With that said, let's jump in. Like I said, I want to keep this positive because it's going to be a lucky month. I can feel it already. I love it. I'm going to be birthday coming up. I'm loving it. Doc, I see you. What up? How you doing? Appreciate you being on here. So like I said, March is going to be a busy month. Got a lot going on. And April, I'm going to tell you this right now. And this is new, especially because I got some of my Tennessee peeps on here. I'm coming down. I'll be down in April. I made the decision. I'm going to be coming down in April. I know there's some stuff going on. Travis, if you're still on, man, I will shoot you a text later because I know you're going to be down there in April as well. And Doc, we'll always meet up. Nicole, good morning. Did you see the shirt? Who needs luck when you got charm, right? I might make this might have to wear this shirt every Friday. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of traveling in March, and in April, I'm getting ready to go down to Tennessee again, and we're going to do some shows and stuff down there. So I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a great month. Everybody be positive. Let's start what you missed this week on the shows. And first up in the queue, we got our new show, Oscar Mike Radio. And Travis is on here. I think he's on here still. This week, Ryan Cornelius, he served in the Navy and now does research for mental health. Ryan decided to expand on his work and start a podcast talking with veterans about the aspects of mental trauma and recovery with other mental health professionals and veterans. His show is called Vet with a Mic. Seeks to provide a place to talk about serious issues and solutions to problems veterans face. This is a really cool episode. I don't know Ryan personally. I'm going to reach out to him and whatnot, but this is a really cool episode that Travis and Ryan had. It's a great discussion. So this is this week's Oscar Mike Radio. Make sure you check it out. And Travis is on. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah, Travis is the man. He sure is. Next up, we got the Arms Room. This week, they are going over the 7 priorities of survival. 7 priorities of survival. This was another great episode. And I believe it was like Tuesday or Wednesday this week, they posted something of a, kind of situational awareness of being aware. There was a video kind of streaming on the internet with a off-duty law enforcement officer that was carrying a firearm in a wrong position. It wasn't aware, and somebody stole this firearm, and they got it on camera. So situational awareness, 7 priorities of survival. Check it out. That's this week's The Arms Room Show. All right, next up, we got Not Your Average Operator. Oh, the guys this week, they talk about the invasion of Ukraine, and they kind of felt compelled to talk about it. It's a sober topic. The invasion of Ukraine. On the eve of the 5th day of the Russian invasion, the guys felt that it was important to focus on many of the inspiring and positive stories that have been propagating the news from the front lines. Stories of leadership, sacrifice, strong men and women making difficult decisions to save their country and family. They talk about the president of Ukraine, a little bit about his background, and his ability to rise to the occasion as a wartime leader. These guys on this show, they've been all over the world and back again, and a lot, actually all of them are in different parts of the world, usually each week, and they come together to do this show for you guys. It's they want to remind everybody, one, the fundamental importance is such as making every effort to never dehumanize any opponent, and they kind of get into what's going on, but they also talk about, again, the people that stayed back and whatnot, and they want to remind everybody that no one ever wins in a war, not even the victors, and that couldn't be such a true statement. So that's this week's Not Your Average Operator. Make sure you go check that out. All right, next up, we have the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal, Shay Sparks. She's got 2 shows for you this week. The first one is one of her newer shows with a new series. Are you born to be an entrepreneur, or is it an idea that pops up later in life? This episode, she talks with Kevin Elliott, who shares his journey from college professor to entrepreneurship. Al, I see you on there, brother. Good morning. Her next show this week, she does a vintage show. Goes back from season 1 with her friend Marilyn Chapello. She shares her journey of the importance of strategic partnerships in entrepreneurship and on the nonprofit side of things. So this is really cool. Make sure you check these episodes out. That's this week's The Power of Investing in People podcast. Next up is Time to Shine Today with our buddy Scott Ferguson. Another, did a couple shows for you guys this week. You guys are getting spoiled this week. The shows are spoiling you guys this week. Let's see here. Let's see here, Travis. You can start being an entrepreneur at any point in your life. Travis, that's such a true statement because you never know. I don't. You don't really know. I certainly didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't realize I wanted to be a business owner or an entrepreneur until I was well in my 30s. So I think that's a great comment. And you're absolutely correct, because you see kids that are starting in the entrepreneur side of things. So whether you're 8, 9, somewhere in your teens, or a little more seasoned like myself, I'm in my relatively early mid-40s still. So all right, what do we have? Time to Shine Today. Scott Ferguson. The first show interviews with author and entrepreneur Seth Erickson of Storify Agency. Seth is a chief mischief maker and Storify Agency, and uses storytelling as a way of helping businesses, specifically startups. Stats say that 90% of startups fail, and that's pretty true. his vision is to reduce that disheartening number by at least 10%. Oh, that's huge. He recognizes many startups excel at building their tech and the idea, but fall short when communicating their value to the world. Maybe some of you that are watching this are going through this right now, or you're thinking about being an entrepreneur and starting a company. Take a listen to this. This is really important. One of the biggest things. You can have all the tech and the ideas and put it all together and have a good package, but if you're not communicating it out to the world and the value that you're adding to everybody else, you're going to fall short. So take a listen to that one. That's his first one. The second one this week, he interviews best-selling author Ryan Shatner from A Must Win. Ryan's a former athlete who used his athletic skills to succeed after a career-ending injury. Now a best-selling author, focusing on helping athletic departments and pro teams strengthen their relationships with student athletes through financial literacy and maximizing post-athletic opportunity programs. I think one of the big things that you see, and this is really important for the athletes out there, and not only just athletes, but the general public as well. But a lot of the times what happens, I got a lot of friends who were professional athletes, and then afterwards they kind of like, they spent all the money on the big houses and this and that and everything like that. And it's like, what happened to all your money, man? You made hundreds of millions of dollars, and then what happened? It blew it all. It blew it all on the stuff. He didn't plan correctly. So I think now you're starting to see more of it, is that you see a lot of these college athletes going into the pros, learning about financial literacy and whatnot. And Shaquille O'Neal did a video on this and has talked about this several times, and it's really great to see it because he spent like $1 million in a day, and then he turned around and realized he can't do that, so he wised up. So that's this week's Time to Shine today. Check those out. Alan, let me see what you got here. Oh, yeah. And it's not letting me hit the rest of it here. All right, Alan, I'll get to yours here in just a second. Moving on, next up we have Label Free Podcast. Again, you guys are getting spoiled. She's got a couple episodes for you this week. First up, Christina is a passionate advocate, speaker, and educator for medical cannabis to support women's health, and she has spoken at many venues across Canada as well as in the Caribbean, educating both doctors and the general public on what medical cannabis can do for you. With her personal injury, her personal health journey, and during the unpredicted pandemic, she started a wellness company called Blue Skies Life, which is focused on women's holistic natural health and wellness. Let's see, her products will be within inclusive and female focus to provide well-being, mindfulness, calm, inspiration, and to elevate your personal wellness, for your mind, body, and your home. So check it out. This is very interesting. You ladies out there, if this is something you're looking at, you want to check this out. This is the Label Free Podcast, and she's speaking with Christina. Her next episode for this week, for you guys, she speaks with Dr. T. He's transformed the health and wealth and well-being of thousands of people and animals. Remarkably, he treats them from a remote location. In addition to being originator of the world's foremost remote healing training, TNT, Total Knowledge Technique, Dr. T is also the author of 10 online programs designed to transform the most common things that all humans and animals. So check that out. This is a pretty interesting episode as well. Tanya, I need to call. Hey, we better calm down. Listen to the show then. I don't know what to tell you, Tanya. That's funny. So check that out. That's this week's Label Free Podcast. There's 2 episodes there for you guys as well. What do we have next? Baldy Reports. Make sure you check them out. They do that political show, and where they rip on both sides. It's humorous, and then it's very educational at the same time. You can find them on their Facebook page. Veterans Unite. It's got some more episodes coming up here soon, so make sure you stay tuned and check that out. We got your 6 at 6 every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. They do kind of a round table, and I don't know what they did this past week. Shame on me. But make sure you check out this Sunday because they'll be up, and you can check them out at the People's Patriot Project Facebook page because that's where they do their live. We also have, coming soon, we're talking about it. We've been talking about it. We're still building it up. Waiting for the guys to finalize a few things, but we got a new show that's coming called License for Love, and this one's going to be awesome. So make sure you check it out. Cowboy Jackson, Lauren Harris, two incredible people. So make sure you check that out. Stay tuned for that, as that will be. If you want to read more about it, go to heroesmediagroup.com, click on podcasts, and you'll find the show on their notes, along with all of the other shows that are on the network as well. Yeah, Mark and Andrea, they're good people. I've known them for a minute, Travis, and love working with them. Let me see here. Again, I got to give shout outs to our sponsors. Let me pay some bills real quick, guys. If you guys don't know who Simper Savage is, you guys are missing out. You got to go check out. This is the best salad dressing and marinades on the planet, hands down. Go check out Simper Savage. Get you some. My Tax Fella, it's tax season. Anthony Marinello and his entire staff over at My Tax Fella. Amazing, amazing group of people. Anthony and I have been playing phone tag. We're trying to get him back on a show here soon to talk about stuff that's going on there and what to look for with your taxes and whatnot. If you own a business and you don't like keeping books and you don't like doing your taxes, I've been working with Anthony since 2013 timeframe, I think. Yeah, around that time, and I absolutely love it. It's worth every penny of it, and it's great. Make sure you go check it out, My Tax Fella. HMG Beverage, go check it out. I made a post yesterday from Short Mountain Distillery, who's another sponsor. Right, go to Short Mountain. We're going to talk about them here in a second. If you are in the Tennessee area this weekend and you need something to do, go down to Short Mountain. They're in Woodbury, Tennessee. They have 300 acres. It's absolutely beautiful. Take the tour of the distillery. It's awesome. You get to try some of the samples. Make sure you have lunch while you're there. Make a day out of it. Make a day trip out of it. You'll be happy that you did. Go down to Short Mountain. Our HMG straight bourbon whiskey. We only did 100 bottles. We ran it last year. We might do some more this year. Probably not. I'm not sure. But right now, there's only about 70 bottles left. And they are numbered. So go down, get yourself a bottle of that. And then, of course, our gin. You can get our gin. And we're expanding into other states as we speak right now. And that's actually something I got a phone call later on today. But if you're interested in getting, trying the HMG gin in your area, send us a message or get in touch with a distributor in your area. So that's it. It's March. Let's have a great month. All right. More importantly, let's have a great weekend this weekend. Let's be positive, everybody. Keep your mind clear. Keep your mind right. God bless you. God bless America. And I'll see you guys next week.